I recently watched a TikTok story time about somebody who was a sugar baby. If you don't know what a sugar baby is, it's basically someone who has a sugar daddy who pays for their expensive lifestyle. Today we're going to be looking at sugar baby TikToks, and honestly, I'm tempted to get a sugar daddy.
When I first moved to LA, I did some questionable things for money. Oh, I was in my Trisha Paytas era. So basically, I moved by myself to California at 17 years old to go to college. When I got to college, everybody was talking about how broke they were and I was sick of it. One of my friends told me that there was an app where you could find an SD, you know what I mean.
Basically, that's a sugar daddy, so someone who's very, very wealthy, usually a man, and they'll pay for your lifestyle in exchange for a few wee things.
And on this app or website, you were able to make a profile and talk to these people and connect with them and meet up with them. I know what you're thinking, what kind of stuff did you have to do? My friend told me that they had been doing it and all they would do was go on lunches and dinners and they would literally do nothing inappropriate and they would still get paid. So I was like, oh, sign me up. Also on this website, the people were verified and it would tell you their net worths. So you could like pick and choose who you wanted to pick and see if they were legit.
My friend actually done something very similar. Basically, she would talk on the phone to these men and like they are wealthy men. It's actually quite sad because a lot of times they don't want a relationship, they just want someone to talk to. A lot of them are very, very lonely, you know, they've got wives, children, loads of money, but deep down they're very, very sad. So for them, they find happiness talking to people and also paying them money while doing it.
So I ended up waiting a couple months and I think at like 18 and a half or 19 years old, I downloaded it to actually use it. And I found this guy that was worth $10 million and he was verified through the app. He had his business located. So I was like, okay, he's legit. I started messaging him and he's like, I would really like to meet with you. Let's go to lunch. And I was like, okay, like, do I get anything? And he's like, yeah, I'll pay you for your company. I was like, oh, thank God. So I met up to go get lunch with him at a coffee shop. And we had such a good conversation. Like, he was a really successful business owner. He was teaching me a lot about finances. At the end of the lunch, the guy came with the bill and I was like, wait, do I have to pay my bill right now? Like, what's gonna happen? The guy takes the bill, pays it, and gives it to the guy. When the bill comes back, he then slips the bill to me and I'm like, wait, okay, I guess I am paying. I opened the bill and there's $200 in there for me.
Exactly, he literally got that for going out to lunch with this man and talking to him. It's quite sad, isn't it? It's like, I want to get into it because I'm quite a chatty person. So do you want to know something? I might actually get the app. Like, I want to know what the app is. Come on, drop the link to the app right now.
I was like, oh my gosh. And he's like, thank you so much. Like, have a good day. We kept talking back and forth. He was really busy with his business and I could tell. One day he asked me if I would go to a dinner with him at his hotel. Honestly, I was really sussed out about the whole hotel thing, but he said he was going to pay me $1,000 to do it. So I was like, I told my friends the address and I went. I also trusted him because he was really cool when we were talking, but I know this is extremely irresponsible. I get to the hotel, I go to the front, and I'm like, hi, I'm here for this person. They're like, okay, go to the 20th floor. This was the top floor of this hotel. So I go up and I kind of give the concierge a little look like if I die, you know why.
I mean, you're literally going up to the 20th floor. Is this his bedroom or a restaurant? I mean, if you're ever going to do stuff like this, do it in a public place. Don't go to people's bedrooms, because if you go to someone's bedroom or like a private room, that means one thing only. And you know, you're going to become a victim.
When I get to the door, I knock and he's like, come in. I come in, go around the corner, and I see this man sitting on his couch in a robe. I was like, why are you wearing a robe? And he's like, oh, sorry, I just showered. Like, I have clothes on under. Like, I'm sorry if you're uncomfortable. So the man tells me to sit down on the couch. I was like, wait, I thought we were having dinner. And he's like, I know, I just want to talk to you. I just want to, like, see where you're at right now. And I was like, and then he pushes me down on the couch. I'm like, wait, what the f? He pushes me on the couch and then takes off his robe and gets butt naked in front of me.
I mean, by the sounds of it, you're about to become a victim. That's why you don't go to private rooms. Do it out in public, you know, so it means that, like, you're safe. Yet again, I don't think I'd ever meet up with them, but I'd definitely have a chat with them. Yet again, these men are very, very lonely and they've got way too much money, so they'll literally pay people to, like, talk to them.
Like this ugly, old-ass man, ew! And I was like, stop, what the f? You're such a weirdo, leave me alone. And he's like, what? Next second, he just starts bawling his eyes out. Like crying hysterically, going on the floor, butt naked. And it's like, I have a wife, I have kids, I have a family. Why am I doing this? I feel so guilty. And I was like, what? This man gets his wallet, throws the $1,000 at me, and he's like, get out of here. And I was like, okay. And I took the $1,000 and I left.
I mean, honestly, at least you got paid, but I would have get paid more for a traumatic experience like that. And yeah, he obviously had like a wife and kids, so like he is a married man. A lot of these men do it on the low, you know, DL men, down low men. Basically, they're not out publicly, but like they'll hook up with men and pay for it. I mean, that is like sugar daddies, and honestly, I'm gonna get the type where you talk to them. I don't want stuff like that, you know, where you might accidentally get touched. Bro, I know everyone is different, but I would have went along with it. See, you might say that, but whenever you're actually in the situation, you probably wouldn't, because you'd be freaked out. I would have done whatever as long as I'm getting paid. Yeah, but I also don't want to become a victim. You know, I'll talk to you, go out for lunch, have dinners. However, when it gets to that last bit, I think I'm gonna have to tap out. Okay, now drop the name of the app. Honestly, I need the name of the app or like the website. I think they're seeking arrangements. That's the one that my friend was on. That's terrible. Now, what was the app, just so I can stay away from it? Honestly, that's me. I mean, do you want to know something? I could sign up. I would definitely say I'm a very chatty person. I'm a talkative person. I mean, you know, I don't get paid a lot for these YouTube videos, so might as well do a wee side hustle.
Story time about when I had a sugar daddy. And yes, I know what you're thinking. You had a sugar daddy. And yes, I did. Well, Kind of. So when I was 18, I was very much into my fitness and all of my social media accounts had progress pictures. To give a little bit of background, I was already in debt at the age of 18, purely because I was in a toxic relationship, but that is a completely different story. Anyways, one day I get a message on Snapchat. Now, although I didn't know him personally, he wasn't a complete stranger. I used to post to an app that was almost like Instagram but for fitness people, and I knew him from there. I was a little bit hesitant to open the message, but when I did, I was surprised to see that he was asking for my PayPal details. There was no true reasoning behind this at first. He just said that he wanted to send me money so I could buy a game that I wanted to play. And I called his bluff. I didn't believe for a second that this random man off the internet was going to send me any money for anything.
Honestly, I'd be very freaked out by sending details because you don't know you can literally drain your bank account. I mean, I get DMs like that all the time, but it's like, you actually go along with it.
I sent over my details, and about 20 minutes later, I couldn't believe what he had sent.
Okay, well, that's the end of that, so I don't know how much he sent, but I want to know. I mean, that's so interesting to me. It's like she literally didn't even have to do anything. She just got money for the sake of money. Do you want to know something? I need to become a woman. Like, I need to transition immediately.
Okay, I hope you have your seatbelt on. So it's just a normal day. I was checking my email, yeah? And then this message comes up. You can pause to read.
Okay, let's pause the read. Hello, Sylvia, the prettiest I have seen. Well, I just couldn't help but let you know I came across your very attractive Instagram profile and how sweet you look in my eyes, bunny. It basically says that person wants her to be their sugar baby, and they can get lots of gifts and allowance, and if they're rich. Yet again, where do you find these men?
So obviously I was like bamboozled. Like, how can this be real? And he thinks I'm cute on my Instagram. Like, I'm attracting rich men. You know, that's just your sign to go follow me on Instagram. But anyways.
If you get loads of requests from people like that, does that mean you're kind of attractive? I mean, you know how I was telling you earlier how I get quite a few requests? I've got a feeling I'm a very attractive wee man.
At first I was like finding it really, really hard to believe. Like, he has the numbers and everything. He even signed the bottom with his name, but I blurred it out, you know, because he's apparently very respectable, and I just don't want issues. So I text him, you know, like I text him all of this. I'm just trying to understand like what he's trying to, you know, like what all of this is about. Yeah, so the conversation continues, and literally, what is wrong with me, Ati? I've never been one, so I'll appreciate your guidance, bruh. I am so annoying. So yeah, he continues to explain what being a sugar baby means, and obviously, like, I know what he means by sexy distractions. Like, obviously this man wants me to send nudes. So then I sent this, and I was just playing dumb. Like, if you guys don't know what bimbofication is, go follow that girl about bimbofication.
In a way, she's being smart because she's kind of pulling them in by acting dumb. But yet again, 54. See, the thing is, if they've got money, I don't really care. I mean, at the end of the day, if they're not going to spend their money on themselves, I might as well take it.
But I was basically just trying to act stupid and say, oh, you probably just want a selfie of me smiling, you know, because I'm not trying to enter that nude like thing, you know. So surprisingly, he was like, yeah, that's exactly what sweet and sexy distractions mean. I was bamboozled because I thought he was gonna ask me to send nudes. But anyways, so I got to the most important part, the money. I was like, you know, I tried to be as sweet as I could. Like, what about this money though?
See, the thing is, I would have just been like, do you want to do something? Empty your pockets. If you give me enough, then I'll give you my attention.
So the conversation continues. He asks me how much I want, and you know, just to test the waters, I say 500. Look at his reply. This man said I disrespected him for asking for too little money. Oh my god.
Oh my god, too little. I don't do less than my proposal, dear. I'm a big daddy, okay? I will have my account officer set a payroll of 1,250 for you, okay? Who is this man? Like, I need to find him immediately.
So I just played it cool. I was like, you know what? 1250 is nothing, it's fine, you know, but I was jumping with excitement, so I decided to actually, you know, try this out. I was just hoping he would just send me the money, but I actually had to have a conversation with him, which is like I didn't have time for. I was just annoyed. So then, yeah, I got to this point. After his long day at work, I had half a safe trip home, and then this man had the audacity to say, okay baby, and then he texted me later, are you still working? And then I ended this whole sugar baby thing.
Wait, I'm so sorry, so you didn't even get the money? Or did you? Do you want to know something, sweetheart? You could get a load of money.
Yeah, I couldn't see myself texting a 54-year-old man at 11 p.m. on a school night, but bro, I could have been earning $5,000 a month. Should I have said no?
5,000 a month? Oh my god, look at you. You're literally earning more than what nurses earn in the NHS. Yet again, you should have went for it. Like, you honestly should have leapt on it. I mean, at the end of the day, like, as long as you don't hook up with him, I guess you're fine. But it's like, you literally can get so much money. It's quite crazy, isn't it? I would have done it for a couple of months. Honestly, me too. Because at the end of the day, you know, you get a wee bit and then you drop them. Because, like, after you get, like, I don't know, like 20 grand, I would say you're basically set for, like, a year. That's the oldest scam in IG, babe. I'm glad you ended it before it got to what they needed from you. you. They need your account details to scam you. Is that actually true? Like, I always get them we scam. But you don't know, maybe it could actually be real. I mean, think of it, there are real sugar babies out there. Are they getting scammed? Maybe they're secretly like in debt. This old man be doing this in IG. Baby girl, you did good ending that there. Apparently one almost lured me into sending my account details. So yeah, they do need the account details, which is a sketchy bit. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could set up an account that has no money in it and it doesn't have like an overdraft, or it does, so it's like it can't go more than -1 pound. And then technically, like if they do try to drain your bank account, there's no money there to drain.
This story is beyond embarrassing and I can't believe I'm sharing it. Have you ever heard of a pay pig? Basically, it's when a man really loves when a woman like drains their bank account, and so they'll send heaps of money to women. I look into it and I'm like, slay, I want some free money. I want this. So you have to put like hashtags on your Instagram photos for the pay pigs to find you. And Felix is all like, get that bag, baby, like do it. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like try it and see if it works.
I know people who've done this and it actually really does work. The minute you put that hashtag, you'll get loads and loads of DMs. Twitter's very good for it as well. So if you've got abs, or if you're kind of like twinky or like attractive, do what this woman's telling you. Literally post photos and put like hashtag pay, because men will want to give you money.
Get a little cheeky DM or two. And I'm like, yes. All right, and I saw on the videos that you have to be super like dominant, so I was trying my best. I didn't know what to do. I was like, you little squirm, send me some money. Like a lot of them were just bots or like people trying to scam me, and I'm not stupid. I know I sound really dumb right now. I didn't fall for it. That's not where the story's going.
Exactly. Some of them are actually real, but other ones are fakes and they like kind of want to scam you. But yeah, you basically have to be like, give me your money now. I want your money. I want more money. Like they really love that.
I was almost gonna give up, and then I was like, no, let's give it one more hot try. Sure enough, I get a DM and I'm like, here we go. Let's play it safe this time. Let's not go in too hard. And they were like, hello, oh my gosh, like, I love you or something. And I was like, okay, coming in strong. And I was like, yeah. I didn't know what to say. And they're like, yeah, oh my gosh, like, you're so beautiful. I know, I'm a goddess. What the I don't know why I said that, but I thought that was like a good way to be like dominant.
That is literally what you have to do. You basically have to act like a bully them. Be like, I'm beautiful, you're ugly, you're worthless, give me all your money. That's basically what you have to do.
They're like, yeah, like literally you're a goddess. And I was like, okay, like, can we get to it now? Like, this is the most dragged out convo of my life. I look over at Felix and I'm like, I've got one, babe. I've got one in the bag. Like, dinner's on me tonight. We're all good. So I cut to the chase and I was like, so are you gonna, send the money or whatever? Like, why are you DMing me? And they're like, what? And I was like, why are you DMing me? And the person in my DM goes, oh, like, I really love your TikTok videos. This was at a point when I literally did not have that many followers. I'm gonna say like 8,000 followers. So I never had anyone in my DMs before. And I was like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Like, I thought you were someone else. And they're like, oh, that's okay. Like, who did you think it was?
Oh my god, don't even tell them who you thought it was. Either way, let's leave that there. So it turns out the person she was DMing wasn't actually, oh my god, that is bad. Now that is something you don't want to happen to you.
Sugar daddy story time. So one of my sugar daddies had a smoking fetish. So he would spend hundreds of dollars just for videos of me smoking. He'd pay for me to get a fresh set of nails on because he loved long nails. He thought long nails and cigarettes, that's what he loved. And that's all I'd have to send him, was just a 3-minute clip, a 5-minute clip of me smoking a cigarette. That was it. Didn't have to say anything, didn't have to wear anything. That was the whole thing.
Exactly, like some of them literally aren't into like the weird stuff. Some of them just want like personalized videos, and they also want, someone to talk to. So if I were to get one, I'd probably get one of the ones, isn't a weird one, just one that wants to like have a conversation. Honestly, it'd be like working a wee job. Do you want to do something, sweetheart? You can pay me £100 a minute. How much would that be? Like an hour? Like 6,000 an hour. There you go, you can chat to me for an hour.
He was truly a dream come true. Honestly, I didn't have to do anything sexual. He was perfect. I still think about him from time to time, and I hope some girl out there is just making bank off him.
Well, do you want to know something? I don't even vape, but I'm actually quite tempted to go and get a non-nicotine vape. You're literally getting paid to send videos to you vaping with long nails. I mean, I nibble on my nails, so my nails aren't looking that cute right now. But you want to know something? I'm quite tempted to morph into you. Where do you find these guys? Honestly, I want to know where to find them, because there's actually a lot out there. I do know in America, if the places to look are Los Angeles, Atlanta, New York, York, and maybe Chicago. And then obviously there's London and Manchester, Cornwall as well, like that's where like all the rich people live. And then there's probably like Dubai and like a few other places. Do you want to know something, guys? If I ever disappear, it's probably because I've turned into a full-time sugar baby. Well, anyways, that is some TikTok story times about sugar daddies. I'm honestly tempted to turn into a sugar baby. You know, these people are literally making hundreds of dollars to go out for lunch, send videos of them vaping, get their nails done. That seems like the dream life to me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, press like and subscribe, and I'll see you all tomorrow for another video.